What's good, BYL? Final season opener until 2026 at UNC. I think it used to be Marshall. I can't remember. Let me check the stream. Might be doing some working too. So. Oh, there we go. We in there. We in that tally.
Welcome, everybody, and we are fired up for another sensational college football matchup. Nobody at home today who can stake their claim in this neutral site showdown. A top 25 showdown coming up. Two of college football's premier teams preparing to duke it out right here on this field. As we see the number 7 team in the country, the South Florida Bulls, taking on the 25th ranked team in the land, the North Carolina Tar Heels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started.
Careful one.
The Tar Heels ready to put toe to leather and
Orlando?
get the season started. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner goes down.
Oh, looks like we're in Orlando.
Gets set, first down. The run to the left. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. These two conferences largely share the same geographic footprint. The ACC loves it when they can take down a team from the SEC.
And we see these two conferences play each other oftentimes early in the season, late in the season. David, think about Clemson, South Carolina, Florida, Florida State. These players have a lot of familiarity with one another.
And this already matters so much to these kids because they grew up in the same area a lot of times, like Reese was talking about with the footprint. But how about in the past, too? When your undefeated league champion gets left out of the playoff for an SEC team, more fuel for the fire.
Well, on that last play, you'd like to see the quarterback be a little bit more accurate, give his guy a chance to make the play. That ball wasn't even close to his intended target's body.
So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23?
No matter, we don't get them going for it.
They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense. You're putting it on your offensive line on 3rd down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. And all things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
He's looking to throw it.
Ooh, pick, fuck.
Fires into traffic, picked off. Takes it the other way. He's at the 10. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, North Carolina.
I mean, you talk about coming out of the defense and setting the tone and letting them know it's going to be a long game. Let's do this. How about a pick 6 on the first possession? Nice job by the defense coming out and striking first in this ball game.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. He'll call for the fair catch here. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Rides to the back.
Bro, come
He's
on.
dropped
No,
behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
How frustrating is that? You're that running back. Where were you supposed to go? There was absolutely no lane for him on that play.
3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Defense not showing press coverage. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. The sweet feet buy a little time. He'll get rid of it. Got his man downfield. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down to the 37.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
And the Bulls will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Starting to feel a little pressure. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Got his man. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Now on 2nd down. Wide receiver shows motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
The Bulls have this offense rolling. They keep attacking through the air.
Oh, okay.
Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's at the 40. At the 20. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Defense is about negative plays, creating negative plays, and creating turnovers. What a great job, not only creating the interception, but doing something after. You see the blocks after the interception, return it almost back to the house, and now you set your offense up with great field position.
A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. He'll run it to the right here and try to get it into the end zone. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the
Look
defense
at
in
that, Tyler.
line.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. Just going to keep it after the snap. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Tar Heels.
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch.
Did you hit the dog, Tyler?
South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders.
And he's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been up to speed. His 3rd interception. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Quarterback checking off. They'll throw it on 1st down. Looking down the middle. He's got it. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
And this guy's showing you why the fullback position's still alive and well in college football. What a weapon this guy is in this offense. How about that explosive play?
On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Sawyer. Pushes ahead for a pickup of 1 down to the 13. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. They're going to test the right side with this one. Headed to the end zone. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, UNC!
And how about this offense? Man, they must have used fall camp perfectly. Coming out firing on all cylinders, smooth, in a rhythm. Great start to the year by this offense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Old Dominion went scorched earth in a double-digit win that might have been worse had they not sat the starters there in that fourth quarter. Total destruction by the Monarchs in a statement win if there ever was one. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams, but boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Going up top. Snags it down the right side. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
And that's why this guy's a complete running back. He's good between the tackles, he can pass block, but he can also run routes. And we're not just talking about screens or swing routes. This guy gets vertical down the field, and he can run the route tree.
Fires to the right. And man, oh man,
Bro,
he is in
this
the
is
dark
crazy.
tonight. His fourth interception. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Makes the grab. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, North Carolina 21, South Florida 0.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Now the play fake. Pressure coming. Feeling the heat as he lets it go. And he's got it at the 20. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. That big play has them in business. 1st and 10 inside the 20. From the red zone, looking for a man. And he fires over the middle. It's incomplete.
It's now second down.
They'll line up for a second down play. The give to the tailback. Got enough space, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, North Carolina!
And the running back gets his second rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You could tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Fair catch, called for and made. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Well done.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Looking downfield, it's Baker. Looking for a huge play. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Nice play by the DB. Most people say offenses have the advantage, right? They know where they're going. They have the footing underneath them. Defensive guys, you still got to guess. You might be a little bit more cautious. No, sir, this defensive back does a great job breaking on the football, going up and making the INT.
Motion from the offense. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And we've been waiting to see the spin move, and so too had the defense. They were ready for it.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Yeah, when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Touchdown, Tar Heels! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here
Hey,
and
your
also
boy
give him
out
some
here
easy
beating
throws.
himself.
Wants to throw on first down. Got his man quickly. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield and he moves the sticks.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires on the move.
Oh
And
my
this will be
God.
incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The aerial assault continues. Finds his target down the middle. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Back to pass, it's Baker. He finds his man, and they gave him no chance to get loose, and they force a fourth down.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too. Understanding the situation. It's third down. We're fine giving up completions right there. We're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you've set up fourth down.
Looks as if he's going to run it. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down. This has become almost automatic. 4th and 1, go for it. They did, and they got it.
No doubt about it. No discussion. I don't need to consult my offensive coordinator. I don't need to consult my defensive coordinator. We're going for that, and we're going to get it, and we're going to go for it. And if we don't get it, we're going to go for it the next time.
On the run, still looking. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Let me tell you, this senior quarterback can flat fit it in a tight window. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. That's reeled in. It's Washington. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the 1st down. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the 1st down.
I think it's because the tight ends is so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient, most of the time, that drag route's going to come over.
Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Yeah, all right.
This offense needs a little something to feel good about going to halftime. A chance to chip away here on wedges, pushes, and he's over and in for the touchdown.
A nice job by this offense, putting the scoring drive together. And now listen, it's not even halftime yet, so keep fighting. Going to halftime, regroup. We found a little something on this drive. See if we can cut into this lead and continue to make this game closer and closer.
They get the extra point on the board, but they're still down 35-7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Penn State delivered the knockout blow, and I think the defense might have been the story here. LeVar Arrington, Shane Conlon, Jack Ham. There's another stud there at linebacker U. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way. But I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. This has been an impressive 1st half, and Jesse, they'd love nothing better than to tack another one on before the break.
But why would they want to stop at this point? Everything they've dialed up, they've been able to execute throwing and running the football ball.
And how critical is it for this defense to get a stop? Down right now before the half. They can create some momentum on their side by getting a stop before the half.
And back to the air on 2nd down. This time on target. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a rhythm.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field. You're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
And the offense stays on the field on 4th and 1. I'm not sure they're just trying to make the defense jump. I believe they think they can get it. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down.
Oh my gosh, bro.
Looking to take a shot. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position.
Man, 1st half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. The 1st down sack pushes the ball back for this long 2nd down. to throw. It's Baker. Feeling some heat. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This is a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. They're bringing heat. He'll pull it down and run. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Makes the grab well past the sticks. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. To the air on 1st down. Unleashes to the end zone. And it's another interception as his assault on the record book continues. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
With the score, North Carolina 35, South Florida 7.
And the Bulls will kick it off to start the second half. Looking for blockers. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
They'll try again on 2nd down after the incompletion.
Come on, set. Ready, go.
They'll try the left side. At the 35, he's loose. Hit the afterburners, kid. He's piled up 87 yards rushing, and he's making sure the defense feels him in this opening game.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
Finally stopped at the 20-yard line after a pickup of 6.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Ready? 6-yard pickup on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production, but listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, UNC! And the beatdown has ensued.
And everybody's getting in on the fun now for this offense. From the opening whistle, they have been up and down the field. Starters are scoring. You've got backups in the game now. And I love the play calling. These guys came to your school to play in this offense to score touchdowns, so let them go do it. Make this defense prove they can stop it.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
South Florida, 7.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Running through contact. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board, but you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
Offense gets set for second down. Looking to throw, it's Baker. Quick completion on the out. Still on his feet at the 45. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Power football with the run. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
See, they need more runs like that. It's been so few and far between. Defensively, they've been in position. They've been winning their one-on-one battles, getting off the blocks and rallying to the ball carrier. This defense has done a nice job slowing down the run game thus far.
And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great. They got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in the second half.
Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
And it's been a long day. I mean, there's not much to point out that this offense has done well. They're behind huge, and they got no shot if they can't somehow find a way to protect their quarterback.
Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. These corners going to give these receivers some space. On 4th down, looking to pass. He's going for it all. Oh, he's playing with fire, and he's picked off. Got some room to run. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Well, we know these are slick conditions today in this game. Wide receiver just didn't seem to really get a good grasp on the ball when it hit his hands. Didn't stick right away. There's a bit of a bobble, and because of it, the defense able to come away with the pick.
The North Carolina offense returns to the field. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense.
And he makes the catch inside the 25. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
Quickly complete.
I'll tell you, for this defense, they're going to have to find a way to bracket the slot receiver because of how athletic he is. They're going to need to make sure they've got linebackers and DBs surrounding this guy at all times.
And the Tar Heels have moved it inside the 20. Off play action. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there, but on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5.
Razor.
On the run, it's Sawyer. And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short. The offense failed to convert on 4th down earlier, but that didn't change their thinking here.
Timber.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Moving out of the pocket.
Bruh, happy.
Takes a shot as he throws, and it never had a chance. Incomplete.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where you can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Snagged in the middle. It's high. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down. Now on 1st down from the 28. Fast motion from the offense. Quick touch pass to the receiver. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, North Carolina 42, South Florida 7.
On the ready. Let's go.
Back to throw, it's Baker. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
Damn, Tyler.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Makes his connection. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
You can tell this is a pass play. He has his eyes down the field. He's looking to throw the football. But how nice is it when you got a guy like this that can scramble and go get you a first down? Just really hard to stop from a defensive perspective.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Wonder if they'll throw it again after the incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the 49.
Gorilla. Tuna.
Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. Firing to the right, complete.
Well, look, this quarterback has struggled a little bit in this game with interceptions. Maybe he was being too greedy early on. That time made a real good decision. Now, I'll tell you what, that's a nice catch by the running back because that ball's in the air a long time. You're throwing it all the way out to the flat like that. He looked like a receiver making that catch and getting extra yards.
And he couldn't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Oh, and it's picked off. Threw it right into the teeth of double coverage. He couldn't quite get loose on that return, but he'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on fourth downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
They'll leave it with him. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. He's now up to 95 yards rushing, and he's making his presence felt in this first game. After the strong run on second down, third down coming. Do they do it again?
Set. Griffin. Logger.
From the gun, wants to pass. Going for it all. And he makes the catch inside the 20. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. The Tar Heels have it with a 1st and 10. Little touch pass to the receiver. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And you can tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand, and more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always...
And the defense, got him at the 27. How about this DB turning on the Jets and getting the first sack of the game for this defense?
And that is how you come from the secondary with authority. Come with some speed, some vitriol, some hate. Just get to the quarterback, get him on the ground. Nice job by the secondary getting to the quarterback.
And he missed it. No good. Because no game is perfect. Something has to go wrong, so the coach will have something to gripe about in film. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Dropping back, it's Baker. He wants a big play here late. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in, you could tell. They were ready, they were fast, they were physical. They dominated this football game today.
They're trying to get to it. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it. Now, a fresh set of downs.
Corners are going to bail. Buys a little time. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
A strike downfield. Boy, he looked as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Looking to go up top on first down. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. On target. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Scanning the field, it's Baker. Unloads it left. Got him downfield. Defense knocks him down immediately after the catch, but now they're facing a goal-to-go situation from the 7. The snap sets up the throw. And they can't quite hook up trying to make a completion in the back corner of the end zone.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
Bought a little time, lets it go. He's got his man. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a live audience. You're able to come out and execute and get this win under your belt. David, couldn't be a better way to start the year.
And for the losing team, obviously,